The Philippines is a sports-crazy country where it's not uncommon that most, if not all, members of the family play a sport. Some very fortunate and talented ones even get to have several members play at the highest levels. Local sports family dynasties are as famous as showbiz celebrities, with legions fans following their every game. Spin Life has listed some of the most well-known sports families who prove that the love for the game can indeed be passed on from one generation to the next. Ravenas. Ravenas, headed by Bong and Mozzy, are a family of athletes. Bong was a former University of the East cager before going pro with Purefoods and is now head coach of TNT. Mozzy was a volleyball player for the University of Santo Tomas and is now a volleyball analyst. Their children, Kiefer, Thirdy, and Dani, are all athletes as well. Kiefer is a basketball player with NLEX, Thirdy is also a basketball player with Ateneo, and Dani is a libero for Ateneo. Ginebra living legend Robert "Sonny" Jaworski Sr. needs no introduction as the man behind the never say die battle cry and philosophy of Ginebra. Jao, as his fans call him, is one of the most loved Filipino athletes of all time. His son Robert Jr., or simply Dodit, also suited up for Ginebra before becoming a politician. Patrimonios. Former PBA poster boy Alvin Patrimonio, who played for Purefoods his entire career, where he won 4 MVP awards and became a national team member, is now the team manager for Magnolia. His 2 daughters, Tin and Clarice, are tennis players, while his son Angelo followed in his footsteps and also plays basketball. Tengs. Alvin Teng, dubbed Robocop in the PBA, played for San Miguel, while his sons Jarek and Jiren were once rivals in the UAP. Jarek's UST was up against Jiren's LaSalle in the UAP men's basketball finals, where the younger Teng's Green Archers won the title in 2013. Alas. Phoenix head coach Louis Alas was a former Purefoods cager in the PBA, while his sons Junjun, Kevin, and Kenneth played for Letran in the NCAA. Today, Junjun is part of the Phoenix coaching staff, while Kevin plays for NLEX. The youngest of the Alas brood, Kiefer, looks to follow in his father and brother's shoes and now plays for LaSalle Zabal. Parras. Before he became a TV actor and sports analyst, Benji Parras was a rookie MVP in the PBA playing for Formula Shell in the 90s. While both his sons suited up for LaSalle Green Hills in the NCAA Juniors Basketball League, his eldest Andre chose to go into showbiz instead. His second son Kobe, on the other hand, continued in basketball and even tried playing in the US before returning home, where he is scheduled to suit up for the UP Maroons next season. Ildefonso's. Dani Ildefonso was a successful player in the PBA, winning several individual awards and championships with San Miguel. His sons Sean and Dave Ildefonso are looking to follow suit and are now playing for National University in the UAP. Austria's. San Miguel coach Leo Austria played for Lyceum in college before suiting up for Masagana in the now defunct Philippine Amateur Basketball League and later with Formula Shell in 1985. His son Bacon played for Ateneo in the UAP. Sato's. Basketball prodigy Kai Sato got his skills from his father Erwin, who played for Purefoods and Ginebra in the 2000s. Kai, who stands 7'1", is playing for Ateneo High School in the UAP. De La Rosas. Romy was a former Formula Shell and Sta. Lucia player from 1989 to 1998. His son Rome suited up for San Beda University in the NCAA and is currently with Magnolia. Dela Cruz's .art was a former PBA player and is now an assistant coach for TNT in the PBA. His son and namesake, a former SPU standout, now plays for Ginebra. Zamer's father and son Boise and Paul Zamer both suited up for the University of the East. Boise is now an assistant coach for San Miguel, while Paul was initially drafted by Blackwater but was eventually traded to the Beermen, as per his dad's request. Lore's. Former Alaska player Eddie Lore is the #1 supporter of his daughters, Ateneo and son Echo. Ateneo are volleyball players for the University of Santo Tomas, while Echo is a basketball player for National University. Barrientos is. Undeniably one of the best point guards in the history of the PBA, Johnny Barrientos suited up for the Alaska Milkmen during his time in the PBA. His nephew RJ, who's now playing for the Far Eastern University Baby Tams, looks to follow in his footsteps. Lastimosas. Former Alaska star Jojo Lastimosa, or simply Jolas, has athlete nephew Carlo and niece Pam. Carlo played for the College of St. Benald in the NCAA before turning pro with Columbian Dip. Pam suited up for UST and is now playing for Sta. Lucia in the Philippine Superliga. Baroga's. Sinal coach Edgar Baroga, a former national team standout himself, and his daughter Jaira, a volleyball who plays for Coco Life, have played against each other a few times in the Philippine Superliga. Mercado's. Asia's sprint queen Lydia de Vega Mercado passed on her athletic genes to her daughter Panning, who's currently playing volleyball for Petrogas. The younger Mercado was a former LaSalle player who has won a couple of championships with the Green Archers in the UAP. De Guzman's. Sintamoni and Caitlin de Guzman are a mother-daughter tandem of gymnasts. In 1995, Sintamoni won a gold medal in the Southeast Asian Games, ruling the uneven bars in the biennial meet that was held in Chiang Mai, Thailand. 22 years later, Caitlin did the same feat in the Kuala Lumpur Siege.